What's up guys, this is your favorite fanfic YouTuber, the Fanfic Majesty. Join my Discord if you want to chat and share your thoughts, the link is in the description. 13 MP Chapter 327 The Man in Black. I will definitely find a way to rescue you, Yi Lin said seriously. Although Yi Lin has no way to cut them off, Yi Lin has already made up his mind, and he must try his best to continue anyway. Otherwise, leaving these people here will definitely be life-threatening. At this time, Yi Lin suddenly heard the trail, and there was a sound of footsteps coming from outside. It was estimated that those patrolling were about to arrive. The reason why Yi Lin was able to take advantage of this time to talk to these people in the prison was because all the people around him had already gone to patrol. It is now during the changing of the guard. If Yi Lin is here again, I am afraid that he will be discovered. Not only these people here, but also Yi Lin himself will be in danger. You guys are more careful here now, and you must ensure your own safety. Just follow him and say what they say. When I think of a way, I will definitely come to rescue you, Yi Lin said. If there were only 1 or 2 people, it would be fine, but because this matter is a bit too difficult, after all, there are so many people, so Yi Lin can't save them all at once. This matter still has to be detoured from a long-term plan. At this time, Yi Lin heard the footsteps coming from outside getting closer and closer. Yi Lin also knew that it was not suitable to stay here for a long time, so after saying hello to those people inside, he quietly hid aside. These people in the prison also seemed to have seen the dawn of hope. Originally, they thought that they might be tortured to death in this place for the rest of their lives. Advertisement. But since they met Yi Lin today, they will definitely try their best to survive. Only in this way can they continue to get the hope of rescue. At this time, the people who changed the guard came. It seemed that everyone had some pills in their hands and ate them. Yi Lin took a look and found that this pill was the antidote from the witch doctor. Yi Lin found that these people were going to eat them, probably to prevent these people from getting out of control. However, this is also a special discovery. After all, Yi Lin didn't know about it before. If it wasn't for seeing the witch doctor put the pill in Uchiha Sasuke's mouth today, it's very likely that Yi Lin would not have discovered it by now. Yi Lin felt that this was a very novel discovery of his own, and if he continued this matter, he would definitely be able to find some clues. Thank you for reading this story at fictionzone.net. Your support enables us to keep the site running. Those people in the prison are obviously more emotional than before. You must know that this place is heavily guarded. It is not a place where Yi Lin can just walk away. Let alone so many people have been watching over Yi Lin want to take so many people out, easier said than done. 0. For flowers. Since this person is the leader here, he must have the right to speak. If Yi Lin can support this person, it is estimated that the people here will definitely not dare to do anything to Yi Lin. Advertisement. But when he saw the man in black, Yi Lin suddenly thought of the easiest way. However, after they saw Yi Lin's color, they knew that they couldn't look at it like this anymore, otherwise, it is estimated that Yi Lin would also be exposed. Just when Yi Lin was trying to figure out how to get all these people back, suddenly a person walked in. After all the people here are an antidote, probably because all the people here have been controlled. After all, when this person came over, all the guards around him respected this person, and the person in the prison seemed to have an inexplicable fear of this man in black. Now Yi Lin is around here normally, and all the people in the prison can see Yi Lin, but because these people are standing behind Yi Lin's Fang Shang, so they don't see Yi Lin at all. Yi Lin feels that his time is up now. If Yi Lin wants to take all these people, then this method that Yi Lin thinks of now is the easiest way. At this moment, the man in black seemed to sense something, and was always paying attention to the situation around him. Yi Lin immediately set his eyes on this person. Now it seems that this person's identity must be unusual. Originally, Yi Lin was still thinking about how to save so many people. Go. This man had a sullen face, and was dressed in black, so he couldn't see his face clearly, but he could still see it. This man should play an important role in all Hokage. Coupled with the flattering expressions of the guards around him towards the leader, Yi Lin felt even more that his guess was probably correct. But even so, it does not rule out that this leader is just a staff member here. Even if Yi Lin supports this person, it may not be of much use, but for those who are locked in the prison, Yi Lin is very willing to give it a try. Chapter 328 Threats to leave. Yi Lin had already made up his mind, so he planned to do it. When the black-clothed man was facing his head, Yi Lin quickly grabbed the 7 pieces from his hand and added them directly to the black-clothed man's neck. The people around obviously didn't expect that there was still one person in this place, so when they saw Yi Lin, all the people inside basically panicked. What are you doing? I tell you it's better not to act rashly, otherwise, be careful that we'll be rude to you, the people around said. Yi Lin estimates that these people around him will not dare to be rude to him. After all, he still has an important 550 hostage in his hand. Although Yi Lin is only guessing, it seems that Yi Lin's guess is accurate. It's the best thing for you not to act rashly. If you come here, I'll kill this person in my hands right now. It's a big deal, and we'll break up, Yi Lin said. The person who was bound by Yi Lin was obviously a little angry, but now that Yi Lin is being held hostage, that person can't say anything, and he can only hope that Yi Lin will calm down. Young man, it's better for you not to move now. You won't get anything if you kill me. Why don't we make a deal? I can let you go and leave now, and I won't send anyone. How about chasing you? The man in black said. It can be seen that this person is still afraid of the 7 songs in Yi Lin's hand. After all, if Yi Lin's hand accidentally falls, it is very likely that he will break up the pitcher. But how could this matter be so simple, and Yi Lin's purpose is not just to leave for himself. If Yi Lin wanted to leave, there would have been various ways. Why did he have to be so inspiring? You're thinking too much. If I want to run away with your defenses, will it take so much effort? I tell you, quickly open the door of the building, Yi Lin said coldly. Advertisement 99. Yi Lin never cared about the room here before, but that doesn't mean that Yi Lin can take all the people out here. To know the large number of people locked up here, it is not so easy for Yi Lin to take these people out. So Yi Lin Ji would choose to listen to this step earlier. Those people in the prison cell have long been ready to move. They have been locked in this place and tortured for so long, and now they finally see the dawn of hope, so when they see Yi Lin, they seem to see an immortal saying, "Yes, you quickly let us go, otherwise, we will kill you now," these people in the cell also said excitedly. Originally, many people here have already started preparing to commit suicide. After all, they live in such dark conditions every day, and there is no district police when they die. But after seeing Yi Lin again, their own thoughts have been interrupted. After all, Yi Lin has appeared. Does that mean they can leave this ghost place soon? The man in black listened to Yi Lin's words, and then his expression became even colder. Seeing this person start to hesitate, Yi Lin can't wait so much time. Now Yi Lin doesn't have so much energy to talk to this person. Zhou Zan. I'll give you the time for the last 3 counts. If you don't open the door, I'll give you a 0 in your head now, Yi Lin said. Advertisement. When Yi Lin spoke, there was still movement in his hand, and the knife in his hand was about to pierce into the neck of the man in black. In the end, the popularity in black had to compromise. After all, in front of so many people and their own lives, the people in black could still clearly know what was most important. Okay, I'll let them go now, you must not move, the man in black said. Although the people under their hands are a little hesitant, but now that the man in black is in Yi Lin's hands, they don't dare to make Yi Lin angry. Otherwise, if Yi Lin really does it, they can't bear the responsibility. So after thinking about it, these people still opened the prison door, and the people inside went away and caught them. They all walked behind Yi Lin. I'm still acquainted with you. I warn you, it's best not to ask for any conspiracy. If we leave smoothly, this matter is over, but if we don't leave, I will definitely kill you together, Yi Lin Lang said coldly. Now Yi Lin has no better way. After all, things have come to this point, and Yi Lin has to be on guard at all times, whether he will be plotted by the police. So Yi Lin took these people behind him until he was about to go out, and then released the man in black in his hand. Immediately after the man in black was released, he was furious. He said angrily to the people under him, "What are you still doing standing here? Hurry up and chase after me. If people run away, I will ask you." Chapter 329. Treating patients. Now the man in black is very angry, because if someone can't catch it, then he will definitely take responsibility. These people immediately chased after them, but the final result must be very obvious. After all, at this time, Yi Lin had already run away. Even if they tried to find a way, they couldn't find it at all. Catch up. When the man in black heard what his subordinate said to him, he was even more furious, and smashed everything in the room that could be touched. What do I want you to do? I can't even catch someone, and how did he get in? Have you investigated these things for me? The man in black said angrily. Now the man in black can only be angry, but there is nothing he can do. After all, he also knows that letting Yi Lin run away now is not only the problem of his former subordinates, but he must also bear a part of the responsibility. Even so, the man in black couldn't help being angry. In any case, I must find this person for me, the man in black said angrily. At this time, Yi Lin had already returned to the old witch doctor with those people who came back by himself. You must know that although these people have been rescued now, Yi Lin can see that the injuries on these people are very serious. If they are not treated quickly, although these people can save a life, they are very likely to fall into the root of the disease, and the damage to their bodies will be permanent. By the time Yi Lin returned, Uchiha Sasuke had been released from his previous state. It is estimated that Uchiha Sasuke and the old witch doctor are also worried about Yi Lin now. They were relieved when they saw Yi Lin coming back. They felt a little strange that they would not see Yi Lin coming to so many people again. Advertisement. What's wrong? What have you been doing? How did you bring so many people? The old witch doctor asked. Now that time is running out. Can the old witch doctor trouble you to treat these people? Most of them are already injured. You go and see which of these people have more serious injuries. Can you help them heal? Yi Lin said. These people followed Yi Lin all the way, and now they are almost exhausted, but fortunately they have reached a safe place now. So Yi Lin didn't have that much time to explain to the old witch doctor, so he could only hope that the old witch doctor would quickly heal the person before talking about it. The old witch doctor nodded. Don't worry, leave this matter to me. After that, the old witch doctor checked them. The injuries on these people were fine. Most of them were just flesh wounds. Such injuries could be cured by rubbing them with ordinary ointment for a few days. There are also some old witch doctors who have injured their bones, and they also help their bones to be reconnected, so that at least they will not have any sequelae. Thank you for reading this story at fictionzone.net. Your support enables us to keep the site running. After the old witch doctor healed all the wounds of these people, he went over and asked Yi Lin, can you tell me what happened to these people? These people are actually from the 3rd Coalition Army, so there should be someone from the 3rd Coalition Army to take over now. Now Uchiha Sasuke's injuries are almost healed. After Yi Lin sent the letter, he gave the old witch doctor a large sum of money. Advertisement, I've really troubled you recently, this is the reward we gave you, Yi Lin said. Although Yi 550 Lin gave these people away, he didn't plan to take care of these people all the time. After all, these people still have their own things to do. If they want to take care of these people all the time, I don't know how long it will take. Only then did the old witch doctor ponder, and it turned out that these people were all members of the 3rd Coalition Army. 99. It's like this. I found these people with Ying before. They were kidnapped. These are the people of the 3rd Coalition Army, so I brought them here. 39 Yi Lin said. Yi Lin nodded, and once again expressed his thanks like an old witch doctor. It's just that these people certainly cannot be here all the time, otherwise, the trouble it will bring them may be even greater. As Yi Lin wrote the letter, he replied, I'm going to write a letter. The manager of their place will be called. We can't take responsibility for this matter. How to settle down. Yi Lin also knew that recently, the old witch doctor had been troubled to help with a lot of things, so it was appropriate to go and get some gold and silver treasures for the old witch doctor now. Then how do you plan to arrange these people? The old witch doctor asked. The old witch doctor accepted the money and said, if this is the case, then I will accept it. If you have anything in the future, you can come to me. As long as I can help, I will try my best to help. Yi Lin felt relieved after seeing that the wounds of these people were healed by the old witch doctor. At this time, he finally had time to explain the matter to the old witch doctor. The old witch doctor nodded late. Chapter 330 Ambushed. After that, Yi Lin and Uchiha Sasuke planned to leave. After all, the matter here has been resolved now, and it is estimated that those people will soon be settled in Yi Lin and Uchiha Sasuke, and it is meaningless to stay here. If that's the case, then we will leave now, and if there is a chance in the future, we will meet again, Yi Lin said. In fact, Yi Lin was somewhat reluctant in his heart, but he also knew that his reluctance was meaningless here, and they would meet again in the future, but it was only a brief separation. Those who were rescued by Yi Lin were very grateful to Yi Lin. Thank you very much. We thought you were from our place, but you are not. Even so, you were willing to help. We really don't know how to thank you, these people said. In fact, if Yi Lin didn't care for them at that time, there would be no need to take such a risk. After all, it is not easy for so many of them to give rescue hooks in such an environment. At that time, it was estimated that Yi Lin also tried his life to save them. After the result, they found out that Yi Lin had nothing to do with them. Just because they have a common enemy. Yi Lin smiled. I just happened to encounter such a thing, can I still stand by? You really don't have to be too polite, and you don't have to take this matter to heart. At that time, when Yi Lin brought these people out, he didn't think too much, just thought that the life of these people there was too miserable, so he just wanted to save them. We will never forget your great kindness. If there is a chance in the future, we will definitely repay you in person, but this time there may be no chance, these people said. Advertisement now these people are still waiting, when will they be picked up by those people in their own team? So at this time, it is estimated that there is no way to repay Yi Lin, but it does not mean that they do not remember Yi Lin's great kindness to them. You are too polite. Yi Lin smiled. If that's the case, then let's go first. Our business is more important, so it's really not appropriate to stay here for a long time, Yi Lin said. Yi Lin had wasted too much time here before, so Yi Lin didn't want to spend all his time here. You please, the men said. Before Yi Lin and the others left, the old witch doctor put a medicine jar in Yi Lin's hand. You helped me before, this, even if it's my reward for you, put some medicines that I have researched in it, and you can keep whichever one you find useful, the old witch doctor said. Yi Lin kept this medicine, and Yi Lin also came to the old witch doctor for research. These are all very precious, and generally the old witch doctor would never give it away easily, so this time Yi Lin got the old witch doctor. Doctors still feel so honored in their hearts. Thank you so much for this. You have already troubled you, but before you left, you brought me so many things, Yi Lin smiled. The old witch doctor nodded. You all pay attention to safety along the way, if you encounter anything, come to me at any time for help, as long as I am here, I will definitely help you. After alerting the people here several times, Yi Lin and Uchiha Sasuke left here. Advertisement Yi Lin and Uchiha Sasuke always have a bad premonition here, they always feel that they will have an affair in this place. Yi Lin said, did you feel that someone was following us? Although the road around here is relatively empty, there are only a few rows of trees, but even so, Yi Lin can still feel that there are some mysterious eyes staring at him. And all along, Yi Lin's sixth sense is very accurate, and he will never want to hook such a picture for no reason. It is estimated that this time is also because of something, so Yi Lin-ji will think about it. I also felt like someone was following us, so be careful anyway, said Uchiha Sasuke. After that, the two of them have always been extra careful. At this moment, a few people suddenly jumped from behind. Holding an assault weapon in his hand, it was as if the two of them, Lees, were attacking, as if the two of them responded quickly to the police, and with a flick of the side, they escaped. It seems that there is really an ambush. Who are you? Why are you following us here? Yi Lin asked coldly. I don't know the identities of these people, so Yi Lin didn't dare to cut tricks casually. For Yi Lin now, it is more important to ask their identities. This has nothing to do with you, today is your day of death, you wait to die, said the people behind. All of these people had a lazy face. In fact, Yi Lin felt that it was useless, because even if they didn't face Yi Lin, he probably wouldn't recognize who these people were. Chapter 331. But obviously these people don't seem to have the energy to chat with Yi Lin, and they only care about killing Yi Lin all the time. And Yi Lin can feel that the goal of these people is himself. With Uchiha Sasuke by his side, it can be considered that he has endured a lot of danger, but fortunately Uchiha Sasuke is highly capable and is not afraid of these people. He didn't understand that Yi Lin was going to hook his hands. Uchiha Sasuke had already arrested all of them, and Uchiha Sasuke deliberately left a few alive in order to ask things. Yi Lin felt that Uchiha Sasuke's movements were really neat, and even Yi Lin couldn't make such a violent move. You did a great job. Do you still want to ask this time? Do I know what's going on? Now tell me, who sent you here? Yi Lin asked. Yi Lin did offend many people outside before, and it is estimated that there should not be a dozen people who want to kill Yi Lin, but Yi Lin really couldn't understand who would come to ambush him in this wilderness. 550. You kill me, I will never betray my master, these people said. Yi Lin frowned and looked at these people. He didn't know who trained these people. It should be said that these people are indeed loyal, but Yi Lin is not afraid of this trick. They are loyal, but they can't compare to Yi Lin's means. As long as Yi Lin wants them to speak, they can't help but speak. I can tell you, if I do it, it's not just as simple as wanting to kill you. I'll make your life worse than death. Believe it or not, if you are wise, you'd better say it quickly, so that maybe I can still save a life, Yi Lin said. Under normal circumstances, Yi Lin does not intend to do anything at will. After all, if Yi Lin fishes rashly, it will have a great impact on himself. Advertisement. Moreover, there is blood everywhere, and it is really impossible to see people, but if, AGCG, this person is really so ignorant, then Yi Lin will not be afraid of him. Yi Lin looked at the clothes on these people, and really couldn't tell who these people were, but after a closer look, the tattoos engraved on their bodies, although there were traces of washing, seemed to be still there. Popular people. Yi Lin had just escaped from the hotspot before, but now they have sent people to hunt down Yi Lin so quickly, it seems that they are moving quite fast. At first, these people planned to grit their teeth and refused to admit to performing a show of loyalty for Yi Lin, but they were soon torn down by Yi Lin. In the end, these people were forced to write a letter to their own organization. After watching these people write the letter, Yi Lin sent it out. Yi Lin and Uchiha Sasuke have never seen this leader before, so they don't know much about the identity of this Taomu, but it doesn't seem to be a powerful person here. Really, if you were as brave as you are, you wouldn't be able to fall into the corpse wilderness now, Yi Lin said coldly. It's a bit late to try to escape now. It's better to tell me what your origins are. Maybe we can let you go, Yi Lin said. Thank you for reading this story at fictionzone.net. Your support enables us to keep the site running. Since these people can use intrigues and tricks, isn't Yi Lin ambush? It's not their own patent. Yi Lin can also do it. That Tungmu didn't talk to Yi Lin, just wanted to escape, but how could Yi Lin give him this chance? Advertisement. I would like to see when they can be fooled, Yi Lin said. However, Yi Lin felt a little unsatisfactory. It seemed that these people were nothing more than that. With this ability, they rushed over to chase and kill Yi Lin. It was a bit too daring. What's more, it looks like this leader is not smart. The leader saw that the people under his hand were tied in the middle of the road, and felt that something was wrong. Just as he was about to escape, he saw Yi Lin and Uchiha Sasuke were already standing behind him. Can you blame Yi Lin for this? It didn't take long for them to lead a small leader here. It is estimated that because the content of these people's letters is sincere, it is said that the small leader believed it. Otherwise, it would be impossible for Yi Lin to be easily tricked into coming here. After Yi Lin finished speaking, he didn't bother to talk nonsense with this person anymore, and attacked directly with Uchiha Sasuke. This leader was not very powerful, and in such a place, a pair of two died directly on the ground. I can tell you, it's not that we didn't give you a chance, it's that you didn't cherish it yourself. If this is the case, then when you die, don't come to me again, Yi Lin said. Tie these two people in the middle of the place, making sure they can't escape, so Yi Lin and Uchiha Sasuke hid quietly. To be honest, Yi Lin feels that he is not a person who likes to kill, at least not for the pleasure of killing, but there are always people who want to hit Yi Lin's knife edge. How? Do you think this person can handle it? Yi Lin asked. Chapter 332. Rescue Hokage. After dealing with this person, Yi Lin still felt that this place was not safe. After all, their position has been exposed now, and it is estimated that it will not take long before those people will chase after them. At that time, they may not be able to deal with it. Now we have to leave quickly. It is estimated that it will be difficult to deal with those people after chasing them, Yi Lin said. Now their position is more dangerous, and now their specific popularity has been exposed. Be aware that the hot ones aren't so easy to deal with either. They've just rescued a bunch of people from the arches. Now the popular subordinates have been killed. It is estimated that after those people know about this, they will definitely not give up easily. Instead of waiting for them to come together, they might as well find a way to get out of here now. Okay, but where else can we go now? Uchiha Sasuke asked. After arriving here, they can be regarded as having no goals at all, and even now they don't even know where to go. Yi Lin sighed and looked at the road ahead. It should be the Dark Night Forest. Now it seems that there is only that place they can go next. If that's the case, then let's go to the Dark Night Forest to hide, Yi Lin said. There must be someone reporting about this place. It is estimated that it will not take long for popular people to chase after it, so it is not suitable to stay here for a long time. No matter where it is, they have to go around first. Uchiha Sasuke nodded. Okay, if that's the case, let's get going. Advertisement. After finishing speaking, the two came to this forest together, knowing that this forest is full of perilous dangers. Few people come here to die in a panic, and some people come, and most of them will be eaten by the beasts in the woods, so in fact, this place is not much safer than the outside. But compared to dealing with popular people, Yi Lin and the others are still willing to take risks in this forest. At this moment, the two suddenly heard a sound of gasping in front of them. Although it is very weak, it was captured by two people. Did you hear anything outside? Yi Lin asked. Uchiha Sasuke nodded, the voice so obvious that they both heard it. Hurry up and have a look, who is the policeman, who came in by accident and can't get out, Yi Lin said. This is what Yi Lin guessed, and Yi Lin thinks it is very possible, that's it is very likely that someone accidentally entered the curtain, but was caught by these beasts in the forest. So I can't go now, and the two of them have no other place to go anyway, so they plan to act bravely here. The old man did not expect that he would encounter danger in this place. It was an old man who was being bound by a boa constrictor. The boa constrictor opened his mouth wide and was about to swallow the old man in his stomach. Thank you so much this time, young man, if it weren't for you, I might have died here, and I have nothing to repay you. This thing will be regarded as my reward, and I will give it to you as a souvenir, said. Yi Lin sighed. This is the way this place is, there will be all kinds of beasts coming over anytime, anywhere. If the old man has something to do with you, you have to take someone with you. Otherwise, it's too dangerous. 93. Advertisement. Therefore, ordinary people would not enter this forest. Fortunately, this time Yi Lin came and rescued the old man. If Yi Lin came a step late, it is very likely that the old man had already been killed by that old man at this time. The boa constrictor ate it. 0. Old man, are you all right? How did you come here? Why were you swallowed by the python here? Yi Lin asked. So the two followed the sound of gasping, and soon saw the person who made the sound of the hook. Old man, you managed to escape inside. You don't know, I have come here to perform some tasks, so I need to come here, but I never thought that I would encounter such a python halfway. Fortunately, Yi Lin saw it at this time. Yi Lin hurriedly threw a weapon over, and successfully rescued the old man. The python fell to the ground immediately after Yi Lin was injured. Yi Lin hurried over and caught the old man. Yi Lin also knew that this place was extremely dangerous, and that a beast might suddenly appear here before he took a few steps. Yi Lin didn't want to repay the old man, so he also subconsciously wanted to refuse the loss. Seeing this old man, and Yi Lin Shang breathed a sigh of relief. After hearing Yi Lin's words, the old man felt helpless, but he didn't say anything. Chapter 333 Uno badge. But the old man seemed to really want to give this thing to Yi Lin. After giving this thing to Yi Lin, the old man turned around and left. Yi Lin had no chance to stop the old man, so he had to accept this thing. What do you say this is? Why didn't I understand it? I don't know why the old man gave me this thing, Yi Lin said. Yi Lin glanced at it and picked it up as if it was a badge or something, but he didn't know what it was for. Anyway, looking at the old man before, it seemed that the special police cherished it, because when the old man, 550s, took out his kabuto, there were still many things wrapped inside and outside. But giving this thing to Yi Lin so easily made Yi Lin feel a little embarrassed. Uchiha Sasuke took the badge and glanced at it, and suddenly said, I seem to know this thing seems to be Uno's badge. Uchiha Sasuke has seen a lot of things before, so when he saw this badge, he also recognized the rhyme at a glance. This thing is definitely not an ordinary thing. Uchiha Sasuke said, I don't know why this old man brought this thing, but since the old man gave this thing to you, then you should cherish it, and if you accidentally lose this thing again. This is of course, although Yi Lin doesn't know why the old man gave this badge to himself, but it can be seen that the old man was very real about this thing before. If this is the case, then Yi Lin has no reason to get this thing. Leave. Don't worry, you won't lose it, Yi Lin said. Advertisement. Yi Lin also cherishes this thing. After all, this old man gave himself such an important thing, so it makes no sense that Yi Lin would just throw this thing away. The people on the other side of the popular side were very angry when they found out about this side. Before Yi Lin found a large number of people from the hotspot, and now this group of people has not been found. They want to hunt down Yi Lin. Not only did they think that they would not succeed, but they even included their own men. This Yi Lin is really going too far. I must arrest him and burn his ashes. The popular boss was very angry. They didn't expect Yi Lin to have such great ability. They must know that they have sent many people to deal with Yi Lin before, but they still failed to kill Yi Lin. But Yi Lin was killed by Yi Lin. But even so, they will not let Yi Lin easily, who made Yi Lin provoke them. They knew that Yi Lin was hiding in the forest, and they knew how dangerous the forest was, but even so, there were still many killers who broke into the forest. And now they have investigated where Yi Lin is. You must know that popular people have a chance to kill anyone who wants to kill them, and they have never made such a big fanfare. This shows how much Yi Lin has caused them a headache. 2.6 After all, the above has already given orders, as long as they can kill Yi Lin, they will have a lot of rewards. It must be known that Yi Lin had already dealt with them before, not to mention that most of the people they sent out this time did not reply, so one can imagine the results of these people. Advertisement after the people here gave the order, soon, all the hit killers who didn't have a mission had already moved. At this time, there was no one to watch the popular old nest. Thank you for reading this story at fictionzone.net. Your support enables us to keep the site running. This can also prove that the popular boss has already made a ruthless attack on Yi Lin. Since Yi Lin dared to take the initiative to provoke them, they would not make Yi Lin feel better. The current situation makes the boss of the door even more angry. What's more, Yi Lin had already spread rumors that Yi Lin had done so many excessive things before, and now it was Yi Lin's turn to pay the price. If they take this task this time, they are undoubtedly making trouble for themselves, so they don't want to put this thing on the line. But even so, no one here dared to come forward. Now Yi Lin is a thorn in the eye, so in any case, the people here will definitely find a way to solve Yi Lin first, and other things are not important. Killers from all over the world immediately went to Yi Lin's current location, and the purpose was to kill Yi Lin. So what you mean is that no one can deal with Yi Lin? I don't believe it. Is Yi Lin still omnipotent? Everyone is going to kill Yi Lin. No matter what, they must kill Yi Lin for me, the popular boss said angrily. Can anyone of you take the initiative to ask for orders to kill Yi Lin? As long as Yi Lin is killed, I will be rewarded heavily, the boss said angrily. Chapter 334. Being pursued. Yi Lin and Uchiha Sasuke on the other side were also being chased and killed along the way. They thought that now they were hiding in this forest, they should be safe, at least the popular people would not come over so soon, but what they didn't expect was that there were so many popular people. Ability. Basically, they will encounter some killers when they walk for a while. Although these killers are small, but there are a lot of them. Enough for them to eat. It is estimated that you should have angered their boss, otherwise, they would not have sent so many killers to hunt us down, Uchiha Sasuke said. While speaking, the last killer in front of him had just been solved by Uchiha Sasuke, and the two of them barely rested for a while. Yi Lin heaved a sigh of relief. He never thought that he, a 06 person, would have to cause him such a big trouble. If he had known earlier, Yi Lin should have used some more clever methods to deal with it. Yeah, I guess he sent most of the killers to them, or else why would we be chased so intensively? Yi Lin had a headache. They escaped, and there are definitely not a few people who have been chasing them along the way. So Yi Lin also felt very dangerous, and knew that he had to find a way quickly. If he didn't find a way to deal with these people, it was estimated that even these rogues would be able to slowly grind them to death. Yi Lin said, I don't know, but I also think that those people are a bit too much, so quickly think of a way to see if there is any way to deal with them. Now Yi Lin already feels that these people are a little difficult to handle, and he doesn't know how many people they will shoot over in the future. Now if they want to win, they must be surprisingly successful. Advertisement. Let's see if you have any way to get rid of these people at once, or let's find a hiding place first, Uchiha Sasuke said. The two of them have been fighting for so long, and if they persist, there will definitely be problems with their bodies. It's not that Uchiha Sasuke is greedy for life, but if they really died at the hands of these minions, it would be a bit ridiculous. Yi Lin said. Where is there any way to do it? Let's find a way to fight hard first, and then talk about it after we beat this wave of people. Now they seem to have no choice but to fight hard. After all, these people chased Yi Lin so tightly. This is what makes Yi Lin feel helpless. So even if they kill all the ordinary people, there will still be people who will continue to attack them again. It is definitely impossible for Yi Lin to surrender, but now Yi Lin is looking at them, and his eyes also reveal some ruthlessness. Now their team is just the people in front of them, and they don't know how many people will come here next, so they must understand all the situation and detour. You police ran away. You can't run away. If I were you, I would go back with us wisely. In this way you can live for a while longer, otherwise, we are here to deal with you directly, said those who were chasing. At this time, the next wave of people who were chasing and killing them came, and Yi Linfang, Shishin Yulongji, helped them parry for a while. Advertisement. Well, I'll hook my Ishida Yulong first, Yi Lin said. Therefore, they also managed to get rid of the current people, but it is estimated that there will be many people who will chase and kill them again in the future. Thank you for reading this story at fictionzone.net. Your support enables us to keep the site running. If that's the case, then let's try it out, Yi Lin said. After Yi Lin finished speaking, he planned to expand his moves directly, but at this time, a mysterious ninja suddenly came from behind them and helped them defeat a large number of people. During this time, Yi Lin and Uchiha Sasuke were barely able to rest, knowing that this place is not so good. It didn't take long for a large group of people to follow, and it seemed that these people's abilities were also very strong, and it was not that easy to deal with. 550. Moreover, Yi Lin did not meet the same wave of people at all. If it was the same wave of people, they could still think of a way to make these people retreat, but most of the people who came over came from all directions. Yi Lin sighed. The physical strength of both of them is about to be exhausted now, but in the past, they could only barely continue to fight here. When Uchiha Sasuke saw Yulong Ishida helping them attack, he couldn't help but sigh. Why didn't I see that you were so powerful before? 35. Yi Lin smiled and said. What time is it? You still have the mind to tell me this, Hurry up and find a way to see how to deal with the next wave of people. To be honest, it's not that Yi Lin really can't deal with them, it's that Yi Lin doesn't want to kill these people every time, but if these people are really so rude, then it's no wonder Yi Lin doesn't know. Chapter 335 Joining the organization. Before Yi Linshan could take control, these people were already defeated. Yi Lin was also taken aback. He didn't know where this person came from. In addition, if Yi Lin really used the ultimate move, he would probably hurt himself. So Yi Lin also stopped. After Yi Lin stopped, that person had already dealt with the popular people behind him and then walked over. Yi Lin said quickly, "This little brother doesn't know where you are. Thank you so much. If it weren't for you, we probably wouldn't be able to deal with so many people. You must know that there are at least a dozen people who came to chase and kill Yi Lin this time. Although Yi Lin can deal with this wave, if there are people who continue to chase and kill so intensively next time, I am afraid even Yi Lin will have it. Some are overwhelming." Uchiha Sasuke is also a little strange. The mysterious person in front of him is a face, although it looks like a ninja, but they are sure they have never seen this person before. "It's nothing. I also have a grudge with popular people. I saved you, which is equivalent to helping myself," the person said. Yi Lin believed in this, knowing that the popular does so many bad things every day, and has already formed enemies in various places, so Yi Lin is not at all surprised to say that someone will deal with the popular. "Yeah, popular people do a lot of mischief, and people will be miserable wherever they go, but we still have to thank you. I don't know what you call it. If there is a chance in the future, I will definitely repay your," Yi Lin said. Advertisement. Yi Lin is also a person who repays his gratitude. If the person in front of him saves him, then if Yi Lin has the opportunity, he will definitely find a way to repay. "It's useless. I'm just passing by and seeing these people chasing and killing you all the time. How come there are worms with popular people?" the man asked. Yi Lin nodded, but what Yi Lin didn't say was that now they not only have a grudge against the popular, it is estimated that the boss of the popular should have already regarded Yi Lin as a thorn in the eye. Otherwise, how could so many killers be sent to hunt them down? And just around this mysterious person to save them, Yi Lin guessed that this person should not be a bad person, so he nodded and agreed to copy. Although they didn't think about joining any organization before, but now that they have the opportunity, it's a good choice to join. The man nodded. "Yes, and our organization has been established for a long time, and now we have been trying to find a way to deal with the popular, but there is no chance yet." Regarding this organization, although Yi Lin is not aware of the special police, he has already chosen to join. "Okay, if that's the case, then I'll join this organization. Anyway, our common goal is to deal with the popular. I believe that if we can do it, it will definitely succeed." Li, Yi Lin said. Thank you for reading this story at fictionzone.net. Your support enables us to keep the site running. Uchiha Sasuke on the other side agreed after seeing Yi Lin agree. Advertisement. Afterwards, the mysterious person explained to Yi Lin and the others carefully about what they were doing now. Anyway, basically all the things that have hatred with the popular, they're doing it now. After hearing what they said, Yi Lin also became interested. After all, Yi Lin and the others have no goals, and they are the same wherever they go. At this time, the man suddenly asked, "Look at you if you want to join us. If you want to rely on the two of you to deal with the popular, it is definitely impossible, but it is different for you to join us." "Do you have an organization?" Uchiha Sasuke asked. "That's it, I'm already thinking of ways to deal with them now, but there are too many people here. Even if I use my best skills, it's difficult to deal with them." "What is your relationship with them?" Yi Lin asked. Before Yi Lin and the others, they had also come into contact with many organizations that wanted to deal with the popular, but most of these people were just civilians. "We can be considered an organization. Our purpose is to eliminate the popular. The popular is evil, but the force is too powerful. Our people have spent a long time, but they still can't deal with it," this person said. "If this is the case, then I will join this organization with you. I also really want to eliminate the popular ones as soon as possible, and one more person can also have one more power," Uchiha Sasuke said. This is also what Yi Lin understands. After all, the popularity has existed for so long. If you want to completely eliminate the popularity, it is not so easy. And their final purpose is to eliminate the popular. Although this goal is still a little too far for them, they will work together and one day they will be able to completely eliminate the popular. Since there is an organization that wants them to join, Yi Lin joins this organization, and it happens to do something. Chapter 336 Understanding Identity. You are very welcome to join us. We have been trying to deal with the popular for a long time, but we have never had any helpers, the ninja said. Yi Lin could feel that what this ninja told him was not a lie, but now they didn't know who this person was, so they didn't dare to go over to them rashly. After thinking about it, Yi Lin said, "Since we have promised to read the book with you now, can you tell me who you are?" Yi Lin also thought it was a little funny. He promised to join their organization, but he didn't even know what their organization was doing. The ninja said, "Actually, I'm from Uno." After the ninja finished speaking, Yi Lin immediately remembered the badge in his hand. 550 was so frightened that the old man gave him the badge of this place as soon as he followed, and now he said he was from there. Yi Lin felt a little surprised. Is there really such a coincidence in the world? Maybe it was because the person saw Yi Lin's strange expression, so he asked, "Is it because you have heard of our name before? Our family had many followers around here before." In the past, their family was indeed very developed and famous in the local area, but for some unknown reason, this family gradually declined. But now the dead camel is bigger than the horse. Yi Lin and the others have heard of the name of this place. Advertisement. Yeah, I've heard of your place. I really didn't expect it to be such a coincidence that I can meet people here today, Yi Lin said. The ninja smiled. Because of the popular people, our family is no longer as brilliant as before, but even now our family is not something that ordinary people can compare to you. You can join our family. Yes, you are definitely in good hands. In fact, Yi Lin didn't think about any good or bad, but they have a common purpose now, that is to deal with the popular. We still have to report these things, because I'm just a small person in our family, and I can't speak in the family, but this is our common, AGCG, goal, so I still have to ask Jingling to know, said the man. Although Yi Lin is not a person who likes to follow the arrangements of the police, but now that they are joining this team for the first time, they must first find a way to make the team believe in themselves, so that their next questions will be smooth. To be honest, Yi Lin didn't have any goals for his next actions. Basically, he went to a place, that is, a place. No matter where he went, Yi Lin also obeyed the arrangement, that's it. But the man smiled. No need to suspect people, no need to use people. Since we still have a long time to do, why should I not believe you? As long as you dare to follow me, I trust you. It's because Yi Lin didn't take any action himself, so GG was going to join this place, and he didn't know how they would arrange this place next. Thank you for reading this story at fictionzone.net. Your support enables us to keep the site running. I'm also honored to be able to join your place, but I don't know if you will do anything next, Yi Lin asked. Advertisement. It seems that this ninja still has a certain amount of courage, and this person has just saved himself, so Yi Lin is also convinced of this ninja's words. I don't know exactly where it is, but it shouldn't be a problem. After discussing with Uchiha Sasuke, the two decided to follow the ninja to their place. In fact, Yi Lin was a little strange about their next step. Although he didn't know what they were going to do when they came in, there was definitely nothing wrong with following the arrangement here. Or else, don't you have no place to go anyway? You can go back to my family with me, and what will happen after you go back? What you did at the time was that when you got there, it would save us a lot of time, said the man. You're not afraid that I'm a popular person, it's just you took us there so easily, what if there is danger? Yi Lin said jokingly. This made Yi Lin a little unexpected. Although he agreed to join this place, he did not know this person before. He didn't expect that this person would be able to believe in him so quickly, and he would also bring himself to their old lair. As long as the popularity is eliminated, there should be no need to worry about where they want to go. Then I don't know when you can give us a message. If you don't have the next move, where should we wait for you? Yi Lin asked. Yi Lin nodded. This is also right. After all, they're such a big family. If they want to do such a powerful thing, they must pass through layers of screening. Chapter 337. Greetings from a letter. Soon Yi Lin and the others came to the base of this place. Here are all people from this family, and the one who came to receive them is also their family head. It can be felt that the clan of this family is an enthusiastic special police officer, because Yi Lin has a smile on his face from beginning to end when he talks to him, and even Yi Lin himself does not know him. What's so funny about yourself? Since you are here, you are our guests, and we must welcome you here, because we all have a common goal, the master said. When the Lord spoke, the expression on his face was always smiling, which made Yi Lin and Uchiha Sasuke feel very kind. After all, this place is also a big family of Yi Lin and Uchiha Sasuke, and I thought that the family in this place might not communicate so well, at least it is very serious. But unlike what they thought, not only was the old man not serious, but he seemed to be very interested in them, and he was very polite when talking to them. You also said that we all have the same goal, so this time our intercropping will definitely go well, Yi Lin said with a smile. This place is not as bad as before, so it has been a long time that no new people have joined. This time you join us, we welcome you. If you still have friends, you can bring them with you, but you must find some supporters. Those who follow the spectrum will go around, the Lord said. Yi Lin can guarantee this. After all, Yi Lin doesn't have any other friends to ask for bags, and since they want to deal with the popular, they must be at ease. Don't worry, we can still guarantee these things, at least they will never hurt you, Yi Lin said. Advertisement. Yi Lin also knew what the Lord was worried about, so Yi Lin didn't talk to the Lord. After all, if they also joined this organization, there would still be a long time to interwork. Yi Lin didn't want to conflict with the people here because of anything at this time. That's great. People in our family have always been hospitable by the special police. As long as you are willing to join us, we will definitely let you know the next plan of our place, the master said. This is what Yi Lin is most curious about. Although Yi Lin is not a person who is impatient with special police, Yi Lin really wants to get rid of the popular people quickly, so that the threats around them can be reduced in the future. Thank you, then. Why don't we discuss the next plan together now, Yi Lin said. Yi Lin is still very curious about their next step plan, because Yi Lin also knows that their next step plan is still more important. If there is something wrong with the rhyme, it is very likely that all the benefits they got before will be wasted. Yi Lin heard the sound outside, as if it came from the window, so Yi Lin opened the window and found that it was a carrier pigeon with something in its feet. After that, Yi Lin and Uchiha Sasuke were taken to their respective rooms. In the middle of the night, Yi Linrao heard some noise, which seemed to be coming from the window, and Yi Linrao woke up. Putting down this sword, Yi Lin gave the letter in his hand to Shizan. Maybe this is also because the family in this place is more hospitable, so the rooms prepared for them are also good. Advertisement, however, Yi Lin was so sleepy that he didn't have the mind to take care of himself anymore. The living environment seemed to be good or not, so as soon as he touched this bed, Yi Lin immediately fell asleep. Yi Lin glanced at the sky outside. It was indeed dark, and they attacked for a day today. Most of the time they were chased and killed, so they were also in an extremely tense state of mind. Afterwards, Yi Lin really did. After all, Yi Lin was in an environment unfamiliar to the special police, so even if it was his feet, Yi Lin couldn't sleep so soundly. Thank you for reading this story at fictionzone.net. Your support enables us to keep the site running. And some time ago, the people from Damon chased and killed Yi Lin, so their old nest had been gone for a long time. At this time, Yi Lin was in the past and could definitely get a benefit from it. If that's the case, then I'll trouble you, Yi Lin smiled. The place where they live is relatively prosperous. Even if they couldn't wipe out all the people there, it would definitely be more beneficial to Yi Lin. And there was a shuriken attached to the letter, probably because he was worried that Yi Lin would be in danger, so he said he took this piece up to protect Yi Lin. Yi Lin opened the letterbox on the pigeon's feet and found that it was a letter from Sakura Aoichi to himself. Don't worry about it. You have just arrived at our place, so you should have a good rest first. We have prepared a room for you here. If there is anything wrong, you can tell me, the owner said. Chapter 338 I just left. Most of the content of the letter is that Sakura Shoichi is worried about Yi Lin. After all, Yi Lin has been away for so long, so Sakura Shoichi should be worried. Yi Lin casually reported his recent situation to Sakura Aoichi, which reassured Sakura Shoichi. Later, Yi Lin reminded Sakura Aoichi that he must pay attention to popular people. Now that the popular person has not been found, Yi Lin is likely to find Sakura Shoichi, so Yi Lin is not by Sakura Shoichi's side now, and he is still very worried about Sakura Shoichi. After cutting the letter, Yi Lin fell asleep. After all, they still had things to do the next day. When they all woke up at 550, the next morning, they found that all the people here had already gathered and asked, and it seemed that there was something to be done. Yi Lin asked the ninja, "What's the matter? What are you going to do early in the morning? Why didn't I hear about it before? What's going on this morning?" The ninja replied, "Our people got the latest hot information this morning, saying that the hot people will appear there today, so we hurried over, and it is impossible to surround them all." 39. One of the biggest characteristics of the hot man is that he is mysterious and unpredictable, and it is impossible to tell when and where he will be, so their people must continue to conduct investigations, and now G finally knows where he is going. Really? If that's the case, let's hurry over. This is great. I'm still thinking about how to find them. It seems to be about the same now, Yi Lin said. Now that they have really found these things, they don't have to be afraid. As long as they find the people there, they will definitely be able to go there soon and catch them all. Advertisement. It's hard to say. Our people have checked many times before, but their detection ability seems to be stronger than ours. Every time before we find them, they can escape in advance, Ninja said. After all, the popularity is so big, it is impossible for an organization to let them find it so easily. Yi Lin nodded. At least they already have a piece of information. If they go to the past, they might catch all of them. After that, Yi Lin called Uchiha Sasuke to the place where he came to inquire with their people. To be honest, this place is relatively remote. It takes at least 4 or 5 hours from their family to this place. Basically, they are on their way all day. According to the investigation there, they quickly found the popular nest, but after they got here, they found that there was no one around. Sure enough, as they thought before, the people here are a little too cunning. They knew so quickly that they were coming, so they evacuated in advance. It seems that popular people are indeed not to be underestimated, Yi Lin said. Yi Lin and the others have played against popular people so many times before. Although they have not failed each time, they have never been successful. This shows how much it would take to completely eliminate the popular people. But even so, they won't give up. After all, popular people do a lot of evil. If you let popular people continue to stay here, I am afraid it will not only bring trouble to them, but also trouble to the whole world. The ninja was a little discouraged. Forget it, it's okay, it's all like this. We still have to see what better chance next time we can catch all these people. Advertisement. It can be seen that they have spent a lot of thought in order to catch the popular people, but the final result is still not very significant. Yi Lin said. Otherwise, find someone nearby to take a look. It's impossible to say that they are nearby. To know Yi Lin and the ninja, they only got here for a few hours. There are so many popular people. Even if they want to evacuate from here, it will definitely take time and manpower. Yi Lin does not believe that they will be able to leave here. After listening to Yi Lin's words, he nodded his head yesterday and sent other people to investigate. Yi Lin sat on the side looking for clues. To be honest, Yi Lin didn't know why, but he always had an inexplicable premonition, knowing that those people were definitely not far away. At this time, Yi Lin suddenly saw some footprints around here, and these footprints were very messy, and he didn't know where they came from. And it can be confirmed that these 2.6 footprints are definitely not as simple as a few people, and it is very likely that a large number of people have left here. It is precisely because of this that Yi Lin found a gap, and the possibility of Yi Lin Zhao. Their people should continue to run from here. It won't take long. Maybe if they chase now, they can catch up. I think they haven't run for a long time, otherwise we will be chasing after them, and we can't say that we can catch up with them at this time. If we can catch up, it will be the best, Yi Lin said. This time they brought a large number of people. If they can improve, they can't really score them in one net. Chapter 339 Ninja and Uchiha Sasuke also nodded immediately, called everyone around, and chased Fang Lu along the footprints. However, Yi Lin's speed was still relatively fast, so that the people behind Yi Lin did not catch up, and soon Yi Lin caught up to the popular team. The popular team is still here, although it seems that these people are a little messy, but Yi Lin can feel that these people must be ready. If they rush forward at this time, it is very likely that there will be no benefit. Now that their people are here, shall we go up? Uchiha Sasuke asked. The popular people in front have already started to set up camp. It is estimated that because they have been running for a while, they can't run anymore, and then they stopped here. But Yi Lin shook his head. Now their large army has not kept up with them. If Yi Lin and the others go head to head with the popular people, it is estimated that there will be no good fruit to eat. Anyway, the past is useless. It is better to just watch the changes here, wait until when their side stabilizes, and when Yi Lin will talk to them again. Let's wait here for a while, and it won't be too late to go in when the big army comes over, Yi Lin said. After Yi Lin finished speaking, he and Uchiha Sasuke waited here. At this moment, Yi Lin saw that the popular person suddenly took out a medicine bottle from his hand, and everyone distributed a bottle and drank it. After seeing this medicine bottle, Yi Lin had a very inexplicable familiar feeling, and always felt that he must have seen this medicine somewhere, but if Yi Lin was asked to say it now, Yi Lin couldn't say it. Look at this medicine, are you familiar with it? Yi Lin asked. Advertisement in this place, they can see that those people have been drinking this medicine, but they don't know what it is. Uchiha Sasuke shook his head. I can't see it, otherwise, you can find a way to steal a bottle, and then I will tell you. In fact, Uchiha Sasuke also thinks this thing is very familiar, but now Yi Lin Dai really can't understand what this thing is. This thing is not easy to steal, but don't worry, let me promise you, I will definitely steal a bottle for you, then you will help me identify whether this thing is something you have seen before, Yi Lin said. After speaking, Yi Lin knocked out one of the hottest people, put on her clothes, and walked into the team. When he found the person who distributed the medicine, Yi Lin said, the medicine that I just distributed to me was accidentally dropped by me and scattered, can you give me another bottle? Looking up and down when the medicine was dispensed, Yi Lin's eyes were obviously a little unhappy. You don't know how precious this is. You've just beaten this thing for no reason. Can you do it? The man said impatiently. To be honest, Yi Lin didn't think that this thing was so precious even though this person could give out a bottle to so many people on average. Yeah, I'm also very embarrassed, but you are giving me one, and I will definitely not fight again next time, Yi Lin said. Maybe it was because that person didn't have any problem seeing Yi Lin's clothes, so after hearing what Yi Lin said, he didn't even think of the police, so he took another bottle of medicine from his medicine basket and handed it to Yi Lin. Thank you. Yi Lin was a little happy. Advertisement. It seems that these people are quite deceptive. If he had known that these people were so lacking in intelligence, Yi Lin could actually figure out what medicine these people are holding now. However, Yi Lin didn't want to waste time with him if that person didn't tell him. After all, it was better to ask Uchiha Sasuke now that he had it. After taking the medicine, Yi Lin asked, Here, I have already taken this medicine and welcomed it. Do you recognize this thing? Have you seen it before? Uchiha Sasuke glanced at the medicine in Yalin's hand, and it seemed that he really felt that this thing was very familiar. Then he opened the medicine and smelled that smell 550 times. Now Uchiha Sasuke made sure that the medicine he was holding now seemed to be the one he drank before. I know, this medicine is the medicine they gave me before, I'm all too familiar with it, Uchiha Sasuke said. If Uchiha Sasuke was not allowed to look at the medicine, Uchiha Sasuke would still not remember, but after smelling the medicine, Uchiha Sasuke had already determined that this was what he drank before. Are you sure? But if it's you who want these medicines, why are those popular people wanting to drink them? Yi Lin felt a little strange. And looking at the appearance of these people, it seems that they didn't just drink it once. It should be that these people drink this medicine every day, but Yi Lin couldn't understand why. After all, it is a drug that is poisonous. What is the purpose of these people drinking this drug every day? Yi Lin felt a little confused, and Uchiha Sasuke didn't know anything about this matter. Chapter 340 Sudden battle. Seeing them here also made Yi Lin feel a little flustered, but at this moment, a figure flashed past them. This was something I had thought about. The speed was very fast, but it was still caught by Yi Lin's eyes, and Yi Lin suddenly became vigilant. Yi Lin didn't forget where he was now. Yi Lin's location is now so close to their people that they may be discovered if they are not careful. Therefore, Yi Lin must be vigilant and continue. Who is the policeman pretending to be a ghost? Hurry up and come, Yi Lin said angrily. The location where Yi Lin and the others are now is a relatively obvious location. If they are discovered, it is estimated that they will be discovered soon. So Yi Lin is also cautious, although Yi Lin is not afraid of these people, but he does not know who these people will send over. When Uchiha Sasuke heard Yi Lin's words, he immediately became vigilant. I didn't expect your reaction to be quite fast. How is it? Do you still remember my old friend? Kusanagi rhymed from behind. Yi Lin and Uchiha Sasuke immediately looked at Kusanagi very warily. Yi Lin was a little annoyed that Cao Ren would come over at this time. At this time, Uchiha Sasuke was still on the side. Yi Lin didn't want to fight with Kusanagi, otherwise, Uchiha Sasuke would definitely be brought to him. Advertisement, of course I remember you. Why didn't I go looking for you? You came to the door ahead of time. This is quite new. I want to see what you did for me to come to me, Yi Lin asked. And although Yi Lin didn't want to fight with Kusanagi, the expression on his face was not panic at all, and he was very calm. What else can I do with you? I think you should be very clear in your heart. Don't ask for it knowingly. Come quickly, Cao Ren said. After Kusanagi finished speaking, regardless of whether it was 37 or 21, he immediately started to attack like Yi Lin. Originally, Yi Lin didn't intend to hear Kusanagi's knowledge, but since Kusanagi took the initiative to come over, Yi Lin was not afraid of anything. Since you are courting death yourself, then I will give you this chance, Yi Lin said. So Yi Lin was not afraid at all, just looked at Kusanagi with cold eyes, and now Yi Lin is trying to get out of his own way, Li's. Gradually, Yi Lin found that during the fight between himself and Kusanagi, the two were always tied, although Yi Lin would not be injured by Kusao, and if the battle would not continue like this, Yi Lin estimated that his physical strength would definitely be as to be consumed. Thank you for reading this story at fictionzone.net. Your support enables us to keep the site running. Aren't you a little too conscientious enough to think that you can deal with me just like this now? I advise you, it's better not to waste your efforts, Yi Lin snorted coldly. Just when Yi Lin was about to quit, Cao Ren didn't. After all, Cao Ren should have already thought about what Yi Lin was going to do next, so he was going to catch Yi Lin in one go. You also think that fighting with me is already a bit difficult. If I were you, find some way to surrender, so as not to wait until you were exhausted and then surrender, but it will be too late, said Kusanagi. Advertisement. At this time, Uchiha Sasuke suddenly joined the battle and fought directly with Kusanagi. It was at this time that Yi Lin got some breath. Even if Yi Lin's muscles were exhausted, he wouldn't necessarily lose against Grass Ninja. The problem now is that Yi Lin doesn't want to waste too much time here. For Yi Lin, there are actually other important things. It can be seen that when the Grass Ninja came over this time, he still used tactics, so when he fought with the two of them, he was there to resist, but Yi Lin didn't think it was of any use. This time, Yi Lin can also feel that Kusanagi must not know when he has improved his own abilities, so even this time Yi Lin and Kusanagi will feel a little pressure. Yi Lin can feel the Grass Ninja because of his own reasons, so I seem to think that Yi Lin will be afraid of him, but in fact, even if the Grass Ninja is stronger now, the attack power is too weak. After all, Kusanagi doesn't have any offensive power, it's not so easy to deal with them. Gangji Weishao didn't let Uchiha Sasuke take the initiative to deal with Kusanagi, so Yi Lin had been lying in front of these two people, but Kusanagi was so unreal, so don't blame the two of them for winning with more. In the end, Yi Lin and Kusanagi fought. To be honest, why else would Kusanagi come to raid Yi Lin this time? It seems that Kusanagi has already made enough preparations. Although Yi Lin was already a little exhausted, it should be easy to feel sorry for Kusanagi. I don't know why Kusanagi's physical strength has suddenly improved so much, but Yi Lin also felt that this matter was a bit awkward. Seeing Yunlai, Kusanagi seemed to be very proud, as if he was sure that he would succeed this time, but Yi Lin really didn't take caution to heart. Chapter 341. Run away. Immediately when the two were together, it was obvious that Kusanagi couldn't resist. Seeing that Cao Ren was about to lose, Yi Lin snorted coldly. I just saw that you were quite powerful, and you dared to show shame without two brushes. I really don't know what you think. 99. Yi Lin's words can be regarded as very clear. Cao Ren already has some face-to-face, but at this time, Cao Ren can't care so much. The two of you have more enemies and fewer enemies, but you have the nerve to tell me that our green hills will not change, and the green water will flow, Cao Ren said. After finishing speaking, Kusanagi planned to withdraw and leave, but Yi Lin gave cushion behind his back at this moment, and Kusanagi was injured immediately. Yi Lin, he doesn't have any bad problems that must be one-on-one. After all, Kusanagi came to ask for trouble. Does Yi Lin have to be benevolent to him? Are you joking with me or what? Didn't you think about this before you came here? Now that you're about to lose, after saying this, do you think I'll be tricked into letting you go 550? Yi Lin sneered. 99. Let's not talk about it. He has already caused them so much trouble just now, but in other cases, Yi Lin has nothing to do, and he must have a habit of one-on-one, and Yi Lin even thinks that this is not a problem at all. Sick. Obviously, the war can be ended sooner, so why wait for so long? Kusanagi turned to look at Yi Lin angrily, and finally fled with a wounded body. Advertisement. Yi Lin didn't plan to chase after him at this time. The two read the work together and drove the Grass Ninja away. To be honest, this movement was indeed very smooth. The abilities of the two of them have improved a lot without realizing it. If Kusanagi hadn't come over this time, they would not have been able to show their abilities. After Kusanagi left, the two of them stopped in place and kept staring at the sound of Kusanagi. AGCG, leaving. It seems that Kusanagi really came well prepared this time, so it is said that he is prepared for the next meeting. Full. It is absolutely difficult to deal with the Kusanagi, and the stamina of the Kusanagi is longer than theirs, so if it is a battle like the Kusanagi just around, if it is placed on the two of them, either of them will be a little difficult to deal with. But Yi Lin and Kusanagi fought, so that he could be completely uninjured, and even with Kusanagi Joyu for so long, Uchiha Sasuke also admired it. Why didn't I know you had this trick before? It's really powerful, Uchiha Sasuke said. To be honest, Yi Lin didn't take part in battles very often, but if Yi Lin once participated in battles, the battles must be very loud, beautiful, and even artistic. Of course it's too late, you actually know it, it's really dazzling when I fight, and I don't know when the grass is going to be troubled again. I can show you again when that time comes, Pro said. It's not that Yi Lin's words are arrogant, it's true that Yi Lin feels that sometimes fighting is actually an art, and the scene must be very trained and colorful, otherwise, what's the point? That trick is really cool. When you have time, you can teach me. Next time I encounter such a thing, can't I help you? Uchiha Sasuke laughed. Advertisement Uchiha Sasuke really thinks that Yi Lin was recruiting people there before, which is very powerful, and every time Yi Lin shows, he doesn't carry them behind his back. Uchiha Sasuke wants to learn, but he can't. If Yi Lin can make friends, then Uchiha Sasuke must learn quickly. Okay, it's just that my moves may require more skills, and you won't be able to learn them even if you learn them, but I can give you a few simpler moves in the future. These moves basically don't require skills, just techniques, that's fine, Yi Lin said. Yi Lin has always been generous, as long as someone wants to learn his own tricks, Yi Lin will definitely teach them all. Of course, Uchiha Sasuke and Yi Lin are just joking, after all, they have so many things to do next, how could they waste their time here? Okay, that's all for now, let's hurry up and stay here for a long time, Uchiha Sasuke said. This place is still a little dangerous for them, so Uchiha Sasuke doesn't want to be in this place, and he also takes them with him. He has to leave this place quickly and report back when he has something to do. Yi Lin nodded, and at this moment, Uchiha Sasuke suddenly fell to his knees on the ground and remained motionless. After a while, Yi Lin saw that Uchiha Sasuke seemed to have a headache, and he kept pressing his head and wouldn't listen to the horn. It could be seen that Uchiha Sasuke was in great pain. Yi Lin was also taken aback by Uchiha Sasuke. He was fine just after Uchiha Sasuke, but he didn't know what happened all of a sudden. It turned out to be like this. What's wrong with you? Did something happen? Or is there something wrong? Yi Lin asked quickly. Chapter 342 Uchiha Sasuke shook his head. Just when Yi Lin wanted to help Uchiha Sasuke up, Uchiha Sasuke suddenly fell to the ground again, and this time he couldn't stand up. Shao. Now Yi Lin felt that something was important. What's wrong? Where do you feel uncomfortable? Yi Lin quickly asked again. After Uchiha Sasuke calmed down a bit, he continued to say to Yi Lin, I don't know what's going on. As soon as I went around me, I felt my head hurt for a moment, and I was dizzy. I can't even look at things now. Unclear. Uchiha Sasuke can feel that there must be something wrong with his body now. But Uchiha Sasuke also wants to understand that his own body has always been good before. Why did he suddenly hook up at this time? Yi Lin also frowned, looking at Uchiha Sasuke's situation. It seemed to be serious, and he didn't know if there was any major problem. Do you think it's because the battle around you was too fast, so you said that your brain couldn't react, or you could just rest for a while? Yi Lin said. Sometimes they consume too much physical strength and exert too much force will also cause this kind of headache. Although it is not as serious as Uchiha Sasuke before, it may be that Uchiha Sasuke suddenly encountered something, so it will be like this. So Yi Lin didn't take it seriously, but Uchiha Sasuke shook his head vigorously. Of course he felt his head messy. It doesn't seem like this. I feel like my brain is out of my control. I can't even think about it now. Uchiha Sasuke said somewhat helplessly. Immediately after that moment, Uchiha Sasuke felt as if the fortune was turning. Yi Lin wanted to help Uchiha Sasuke up, but every time Uchiha Sasuke did it, he fell to the ground. After a long time, Uchiha Sasuke slowly recovered, although his head didn't hurt as much as before, but sometimes there was still a slight tingling. How could this be? Do you think it was because of some tricks when you just went around Kusanagi? You were here waiting for me to go after Kusanagi, Yi Lin said. Advertisement Yi Lin felt very angry when he thought that it might have been the trick that Kusanagi had just followed. Knowing that Kusanagi was injured now, he would definitely not be able to run far. Yi Lin was too late at this time. But before Yi Lin could take 2 steps, Uchiha Sasuke stopped him again. Go on. Kusanagi Gansuke never approached me at all. I don't think it should be Kusanagi. Uchiha Sasuke said. Usually now I clearly know that there must be something wrong with my body, but I don't know what the source of the problem is. The two were a little anxious on the spot. Yi Lin said, or else, this place is so dangerous anyway, I'll take you back first, and after she goes, how about I slowly think of a solution? Can you still move now? Now in Uchiha Sasuke is not as dizzy as before, but it seems that if you want to act, there should be some problems. These Yi Lin and Orochimaru basically never met again. Now, as soon as Uchiha Sasuke had an accident, Orochimaru hung up here and said so much. Yi Lin understood at that time what was going on. 0. Ask for flowers, but Orochimaru's expression was very calm. Orochimaru's words, after finishing speaking, the two immediately stopped, and now the meaning is very clear. It must be because of the headache on Uchiha Sasuke's head, which has nothing to do with Orochimaru. 0. Advertisement Yi Lin didn't know what was going on today, as if all of his old friends were going to play one by one. What do you mean? You mean you did this thing, right? Yi Lin said. Now you're finally starting to get anxious, isn't it too late to get a little anxious? Orochimaru laughed. It is estimated that Uchiha Sasuke's headache must have something to do with Orochimaru. Maybe Orochimaru made it. After that, Lin helped Uchiha Sasuke to take the training and left here, but at this moment, Orochimaru came again. Reluctantly stood up, Uchiha Sasuke said, "My body should be recovering well now, let's go, I also want to know what is going on." From the very beginning, Uchiha Sasuke felt a little flustered, as if there was a voice in his brain screaming all the time, but Uchiha Sasuke couldn't hear what the voice said. "It must have been a severe pain just around your head, right? Let me tell you, after a while, this situation will reappear, and it will become more and more serious. You don't want to know what is going on, son," Orochimaru said. "What are you doing here? I remember that I have never dealt with you before," Lin said coldly. Thank you for reading this story at fictionzone.net. Your support enables us to keep the site running. Now that Uchiha Sasuke's health is not good, Lin hurriedly took him back before, not wanting to be wasted by anyone at this time, so he just grabbed Uchiha Sasuke and crossed Orochimaru. Maybe it is because of this that Uchiha Sasuke feels so helpless, and now he just wants to find a quiet place to drive this sound away. Chapter 343. Hurry up and tell me what's going on, otherwise, be careful that I'm being rude to you, Lin said. It can be seen that Lin's mood is very irritable now. If this matter is against Lin himself, Lin may not be so angry yet, but Orochimaru put this matter on Uchiha Sasuke. Lin felt very angry when he thought of the painful things that happened to Uchiha Sasuke just now. Tell me quickly, what exactly did you do to Uchiha Sasuke? Otherwise, be careful, I'll cut your tongue off, Lin said angrily. Orochimaru wasn't afraid at all. Lin House, 550s, seemed to come here on purpose to make trouble. Didn't you say you didn't have the heart to chat with me just now? Why do you have the heart now? But at this time, I don't want to tell you anymore, you're angry, Orochimaru said with a smile. After Orochimaru finished speaking, he planned to leave from here. Of course Lin wouldn't let him go. Then I am you, so I won't talk about this matter. Since you talk about it, then I can't let you go. I tell you, and you won't tell me today. What exactly did you do? Just wait to die here, 93 Lin said angrily. At this moment, Uchiha Sasuke's head suddenly hurt again, and he fell to his knees directly on the ground, but Uchiha Sasuke is now somewhat conscious. Lin felt even more angry when he saw Uchiha Sasuke like this. He didn't think Orochimaru thought what he was thinking, and he would actually attack Uchiha Sasuke. Although Orochimaru was caught by Lin, he was not in a hurry at all, and seemed to be deliberately angering Lin. Advertisement, okay, I'll tell you, this person is the Axis curse I cast, and now he has been hit by my spell. There is no way to remove this situation, except for me to remove the curse for him. Now that you can only be my puppet, Orochimaru said proudly. After Lin heard this, he felt even more angry. Orochimaru was really daring, and even dared to touch Uchiha Sasuke. In this case, you must know that Lin is not so easy to deal with. How the hell did you do it? Quickly solve this spell for me, otherwise, I'll make you look good, Lin threatened. Orochimaru has always been interested in this kind of special police, and Lin also knows that if they want to remove Orochimaru from Uchiha Sasuke, it is probably not so easy, so it is better to let Orochimaru do it himself. This thing is lifted. This spell was originally cast by me, and now I want to solve it for you, so what is the picture in the middle? You are not kidding. I can't solve the spell for you. Orochimaru smiled happily. Lin looked at Orochimaru like this, and felt even more angry, not to mention that Uchiha Sasuke was still suffering this kind of torture next to Jonin. After Lin finished speaking, he directly started to attack Orochimaru violently. Originally, Orochimaru's combat effectiveness was not high, so Lin used such a great strength. Basically, Orochimaru was injured by Lin's beating after a few hits. I can tell you that if I die, the spell on him will never be lifted. Only I know this spell, and no one can break this spell except me, Orochimaru threatened. Originally, Lin was already a little Zheng Xiao today and didn't want to continue fighting, but now seeing Orochimaru like this, Lin couldn't control himself. Thank you for reading this story at fictionzone.net. Your support enables us to keep the site running. Uchiha Sasuke said on the side. Be careful, Lin doesn't want to talk to him about Joyu. I think this person must be cheating, let's go back first. 93. Advertisement sometimes, in this case, you have to be more ruthless than whoever is. As long as whoever is ruthless, whoever can succeed. To be honest, Lin actually hates being threatened the most, but Orochimaru's threatening words made Lin take it to heart. Orochimaru has always been insidious and cunning, otherwise, how could Uchiha Sasuke know when he poisoned Uchiha Sasuke? So now seeing Orochimaru come over so easily at 2.6, Uchiha Sasuke thinks that this person may still have a hand. But Orochimaru really made up his mind and didn't say a word, which made Lin feel a little helpless. Seeing how Uchiha Sasuke just sewed, he seems to be in a hurry. On the other side, Uchiha Sasuke is also worried about Lin, so he doesn't want to spend too long with him Joyu. Lin didn't want to start like this. After all, Uchiha Sasuke's spell has not been found yet, but you can go and quietly walk away while Lin is distracted. How are you? Are you okay? Lin asked worriedly. If you are sensible, tell me the solution to this spell now, so that I can let you go, otherwise you will wait to die here. As for this spell, I will find a way to lift it sooner or later, Yi Lin said. Yi Lin didn't chase after him, and hurried to Uchiha Sasuke's side. Uchiha Sasuke shook his head, and the two went to heal together. Okay, since you're courting death, then you can wait for the move, Yi Lin said coldly. Chapter 344? At this time, Sasuke was seriously injured, and Yi Lin didn't know what happened to Sasuke's body. So, Yi Lin quickly took Sasuke back, and immediately after returning, Sasuke lay down and fell asleep. At first, Yi Lin was a little worried. After confirming that Sasuke was fine, Yi Lin was relaxed after falling asleep. However, he heard that this is the serious illness on his body, so Yi Lin did not dare to do so. Let your guard down. Now I have been thinking about how I can get rid of the poison in Sasuke recently. After all, the matter of Sasuke has always been a big problem for Yi Lin. But fortunately there is nothing around now. Yi Lin just wanted to rest for a while, but at this time little Sakura ran over. As soon as he saw the situation on their side, little Sakura was stunned, because Sasuke was obviously lying on the bed with a bad face, and he didn't know what was going on. What's wrong with you? Did you encounter any danger when you cut it? Why is Sasuke's face so bad? Little Sakura said worriedly. Looking at Sasuke's expression now, I know that Sasuke must be suffering a kind of torture, otherwise it would be impossible to come to Sasuke at this time, and his face is still dripping with sweat. Yi Lin didn't know how to explain it better. Now, the most important thing for them is to find the antidote on Sasuke's body. Otherwise, it is estimated that Sasuke's body may get worse and worse. Yi Lin sighed. This matter can't be explained for a while, but I have to take care of Sasuke recently, otherwise, Sasuke's health will definitely get worse and worse. 99. In fact, Yi Lin was a little helpless in his heart. Recently, Yi Lin seems to be inexplicably happening all kinds of things, and there are many things that Yi Lin can't solve. Advertisement. It is precisely because of this that Yi Linrao felt a deep sense of powerlessness, but now they can only proceed. Little Sakura saved Yi Lin's words, and didn't say anything after that. He just looked at Sasuke on the side of the bed. At this time, Sasuke was struggling as if he was about to wake up, but in the end he was still asleep. It looks like Sasuke is very uncomfortable. What happened to you just now? Little Sakura was even more worried. Yi Lin came over to check on Sasuke's situation again. After confirming that Sasuke had no major problems, Yi Lin breathed a sigh of relief, and then told little Sakura what happened in the forest. Anyway, in general, this is how things are. If they want to get the antidote, it is probably not that easy. They still have to rely on outsmarting. Give them the antidote, and maybe even hurt Sasuke. At this time, Yi Lin saw the male supporting role behind Lil Sakura. The male lead came in all the way with this Lil Sakura, and the special police just kept hiding. If it wasn't for Yi Lin's attention, I'm afraid her boyfriend would attack them at this time. It seems that Yi Lin's reaction was quicker, and he immediately stood in front of the two of them, forward. The male supporting role also didn't say a word, as if he was fighting them seriously, but it could be seen that the expression on the male supporting role was very gloomy. So Yi Lin didn't dare to get too far from Sasuke. This person has always liked to use conspiracy and tricks. Yi Lin was afraid. This time it was the trick they used. 563 is very likely that Yi Lin will go out with this kung fu, and Sasuke will have an affair on the other side. Come on, get this person away quickly, otherwise I'm worried that Sasuke will be in danger, Yi Lin said anxiously. After he finished speaking, Yi Lin didn't wait for him to answer and went straight to fight him. Advertisement anyway. Listening to him is all useless words. Yi Lin is too lazy to waste time with him. Now Yi Lin doesn't want him to hurt Sasuke and Lil Sakura. Thank you for reading this story at fictionzone.net. Your support enables us to keep the site running. You must know that Yi Linrao has just finished a battle, and now he is already a little tired, and it is already a good thing to be able to barely maintain it. But at this time, all the troubles came to Yi Lin, but Yi Lin was not allowed to rest. What are you doing here? Yi Lin said coldly. After listening to Yi Lin's words, little Sakura hurried over to help, and a few people started to fight again. Xiao Sakura was also taken aback by the sound, followed Xiao Sakura to see the situation here, and chased out with them. I wanted to end the fight as soon as possible, and hurried to take care of Sasuke, but the two of them kept sticking beside Yi Lin, as if they had made up their minds and didn't want Yi Lin to leave. Yi Lin was annoyed by the two people and called little Sakura over. Yi Lin also felt a headache looking at them. To be honest, Yi Lin's ability is still very high, but it doesn't mean that Yi Lin can keep messing with them here. Yi Lin was sure that there was nothing good for these two people to come here, so he didn't want to waste too much time with them. Several people went to this battle for a long time, but in the end they still failed to decide a winner. Chapter 345. At this time, Neji also rushed over to Akatsuki from outside. Yi Lin thought that Neji was here to help, and quickly said, "Come on, quickly get this person away from me." Now only Sasuke is alone in the house. Yi Lin is really worried, so he has to get the male partner away quickly, so that Yi Lin can leave time to go to the house. But that Neji walked directly into the room, which made Yi Lin feel a little inexplicable. Yi Lin couldn't let go of his hands and feet, so he had no choice but to continue with the two male supporting roles. Although it was said that the time for the weekly number was relatively long, there was nothing he could do. Yi Lin didn't know why, but the troubles seemed to be coming forward recently, which made Yi Linzhao's parry unaware, but these troubles confirmed that none of them would retreat. Yi Lin was worried about Sasuke, so he said to little Sakura, "Go inside the house and see, what are these two doing?" This time Neji came over, didn't say a word to Yi Lin, and went straight into the room. Without thinking about it, he knew that there must be something wrong with this matter. So Yi Lin was really worried, but little Sakura was even more worried. "Can you handle it yourself here?" little Sakura asked. If it was before, Yi Lin would definitely be able to deal with it, but now it is different. Yi Lin has just recovered from the previous battle, and now he will participate in this battle immediately. Moreover, Yi Lin's physical strength was almost exhausted, and now Xiao Ying could feel the tired look on Yi Lin's face. Yi Lin was worried enough about Sasuke's affairs, but at this time the male supporting cast came over to ask for trouble. Advertisement. Yi Lin shook his head. "Don't worry, I can handle it myself, you go and see. I don't worry Sasuke." I don't know why, but when Yi Lin thought of the cold sweat on Sasuke's face, he felt that something was wrong. Although he said he didn't know why Sasuke was like this, Neji must be in a hurry this time. This time, little Sakura finally pulled away, and Yi Lin was also recruiting with the male partner. Now Yi Lin couldn't get out of his body, so he could only watch the situation inside the house from a distance. Yi Lin found that there was a sudden burst of smoke in the house for no reason. This burst of smoke was strange, and it seemed to come from Neji, so Yi Lin noticed that it might be that Neji touched the white eye effect. All of a sudden, Yi Lin became even more worried, and couldn't care less. He wanted to go back to the house, but was stopped by the male mate. "The matter here is not over yet, where do you want to go?" the male supporting role said coldly. At this time, Yi Lin was about to be provoked by the male partner, and he really didn't want to waste time with him, but the male partner didn't leave. "You've made up your mind, you must be here with me, right? If that's the case, don't blame me for being ruthless," Yi Lin also said. Now Yi Lin is so anxious in his heart that he really doesn't want to continue winning with him, but who asked him to control Yi Lin to such a death? So Yi Lin had to use all his strength. Originally, Yi Lin didn't want to have such a large physical exertion. After all, Yi Lin has not finished resting yet. If there is such a large physical exertion, Yi Lin's body will also have a certain impact. Advertisement. But the current situation did not allow Yi Lin to think so much. Because Yi Lin also knew that if he didn't solve the matter quickly, I'm afraid Sasuke would get involved in the house. And if Sasuke gets out of control, little Sakura and Neji can't handle it, so Yi Lin must quickly get things over here. After Yi Lin's attacking power was increased, the male supporting role was obviously unable to resist, and he was unable to attack behind Yi Lin, and could not even defend at all. It can be felt that the male supporting role is still a little difficult now, and Yi Lin continues to increase his efforts. Now we have to solve the current situation quickly, so for Yi Lin, it is better to do it quickly. "I've already given you a chance, you're still going to leave, right?" Yi Lin, Li Wanghao, said coldly. Now Yi Lin is thinking about Sasuke, and he has no intention to fight here, but whoever asks the male supporting actor to leave, so Yi Lin has to continue dragging him. At this moment, there was a muffled sound from the direction of the house. Although he didn't know what caused it, Yi Lin also knew that something must have happened in the house, otherwise it wouldn't be like this. Immediately afterwards, Yi Lin also heard the little Sakura screaming in the room. At this time, Yi Lin finally couldn't control himself any longer, and hurriedly sent the male partner away to solve the situation in front of him. After that, Yi Lin walked in quickly. Chapter 346. The spell takes effect. After Yi Lin walked in, he saw that Sasuke was out of control. It is estimated that because Sasuke is now covered with a spell, he exudes a strong Zarera. Sakura and Neji were also frightened by such a situation. How could they have seen Sasuke lose control like this, and no matter how they talked to Sasuke, Sasuke didn't even care. Obviously, Sasuke is no longer conscious of his own. "What the hell is going on?" little Sakura asked quickly. Little Sakura didn't know why Sasuke suddenly became like this, but little Sakura was still very worried, and now looking at Sasuke, the expression on his face is still very painful. Yi Lin knew that this was not the best time to explain to them, and now the best way is to quickly restore Sasuke. It's just that the spell planted on Sasuke's body, Yi Lin has no antidote, and he doesn't know what to do in the near future. It can make Sasuke calm down, so there was some confusion on the field for a while. "Be careful, it's estimated that Sasuke doesn't know what to do now, so don't let him hurt you," Yi Lin said. Since Sasuke is out of control now, they must understand the current situation on the field, and Yi Lin also knows that if he does the same as before, it will definitely be too late. So he had to think of a way to restore Sasuke. Everyone on the field now basically knows that Sasuke is out of control, but they don't know how to make Sasuke recover. Now Sasuke's body looks very bad and his face is sweating hot. Advertisement. The atmosphere around him made them feel a little suffocated, and they didn't know how Sasuke himself was now. Little Sakura was also very worried when he saw Sasuke like this, and then the two tried to control Sasuke, but after Sasuke's mid-gap spell, his strength was much stronger than before. Yi Lin has a deep understanding of this. It is not an easy task to subdue Sasuke. Now they can only find a way to win. It's hard to be careful not to hurt Sasuke. Sasuke is just because he doesn't have his own consciousness. When he recovers, he will definitely be angry when he knows what he did, little Sakura said. Little Sakura doesn't know what kind of spell is in Sasuke's body, but little Sakura also knows that if Sasuke wakes up and knows that he has done such a thing, he will definitely not forgive himself. So they can't hurt Sasuke now either. Just this matter, where is it so easy to solve? Yi-Lin and the others could only do their best to dodge. After all, when Sasuke attacked them, he had no room for them, and he used all his strength. When they couldn't hurt Sasuke, it was already difficult to protect themselves. Although he only suffered some minor injuries, Yi-Lin was actually very uncomfortable, and now Yi-Lin was thinking about how to save Sasuke. Yi-Lin looked at Sasuke who was out of control and felt a little helpless. Yi-Lin had never seen such a spell before, so Yi-Lin didn't know the steps to unlock the spell. They must ensure that they are highly qualified to be sure not to be hurt by Sasuke, otherwise, according to the current level of madness of Sasuke, it is estimated that they do not know any of them. Yi-Lin checked his body, it was just some skin injuries, it wasn't a big deal, but how could Sasuke be quiet now? Little Sakura walked over quickly, helped Yi-Lin up, and asked, "How is Yi-Lin? Are you okay?" Advertisement at this time, Neji stood up and started attacking like Sasuke. I guess Sasuke doesn't even know him by now. Yi-Lin and Xiao Sakura were protecting the law on the side, making sure that no one would attack. In addition, this place is small, Yi-Lin thought a lot, and was quickly hit by Sasuke several times. Yi-Lin thought that he was a little distracted at this time, but he was punched by Sasuke again. However, Sasuke immediately turned his attention, AGCG, to Yi-Lin, as if Yi-Lin was a thorn in his eyes, a thorn in the flesh. Sasuke knew that he was under a spell and felt even more uncomfortable, but every time he lost control, he would forget what was in front of him. After that, Sasuke started to fight with Yi-Lin all the time. Although at the beginning, Yi-Lin could still guarantee that he would not be hurt by Sasuke, but his stamina was almost exhausted. It seems that if Sasuke is to be cured completely, he still needs a bellman to unravel the bell. Thank you for reading this story at fictionzone.net. Your support enables us to keep the site running. They have to subdue Sasuke before they can think about the next thing, otherwise, it is not so easy to do it successfully. Yi-Lin felt a bit of a headache, so he could only watch the male partner attack Sasuke. Perhaps at this time, Sasuke could find a way to calm down. Seeing that little Sakura was about to be injured by Sasuke, Yi-Lin made a second move at this time and rescued little Sakura. Chapter 347. Sasuke dodged the male lead's attack immediately. After that, Sasuke turned his attention to the male supporting role so that Yi-Lin and the others could rest. However, the male lead is different from Yi-Lin. When the male lead fights Sasuke, he will not be merciful, so it is said that he and Sasuke were tied for a while, and Sasuke was also hurt by the male lead several times. Seeing such a scene, Yi-Lin finally couldn't sit still. Although Yi-Lin just wanted to use Sasuke on the scene of the male supporting cast to calm down, it did not mean that Yi-Lin could watch the male supporting actor get hurt so much by them. So Yi-Lin stepped forward immediately. Little Sakura was holding Sasuke on the side. At this time, Sasuke's sanity had already recovered a little, so after seeing little Sakura, Sasuke was not so fast, so he started to do it. The two men separated and wanted to deal with Yi-Lin. But Yi-Lin is actually so easy to deal with, not to mention that Yi-Lin has made up his mind at this time, and all things have to be detoured after this person is resolved. This is the last chance for you, you are sure not to leave, right? Then don't blame me, you're welcome, Yi-Lin said. Yi-Lin didn't want to talk nonsense with the two of them anymore. Since the two of them had already arrived here, they would definitely not leave easily, so Yi-Lin also directly started to use his true skills. Soon, Yi-Lin subdued Sark. He didn't know why Yi-Lin suddenly became so powerful. He had to know that when Yi-Lin fought with them before, he still had some concerns. But this time Yi-Lin didn't seem to care so much anymore, as Ishin wanted to drive the two of them away. Advertisement at this time, they were thinking that it was too late to leave, because Yi-Lin had firmly controlled him. Yin Ren on the other side wanted to come forward to rescue, but Yi-Lin broke his hands directly. Tigers don't show their power and treat people as sick cats. In fact, Yi-Lin has been showing his hand before, but he just doesn't want to expose them to them so quickly, but since these people are not happy, then Yi-Lin doesn't need to worry so much. These two people stared at Yi-Lin angrily, but there was nothing they could do. In the case that this ability can explain everything, Yi-Lin doesn't even need to explain to the two of them. Really, if I were you, I wouldn't be humiliating myself at all, so what can you do now that you are here? I don't want to be beaten like this by me, Yi-Lin said coldly. Yi-Lin is a person who doesn't like trouble, but it doesn't mean that Yi-Lin is afraid of them. What's more, after the two people were broken by Yi-Lin, they were obviously a little flustered, and when they saw Yi-Lin again, the expressions on their faces were very self-evident. Then what do you want now? The two asked coldly. Yi-Lin snorted coldly. I didn't plan what to do, the question now is what do you want? Since you treat me like this, you must also bear the consequences of doing this to Fu-Yun. Little Sakura couldn't help but marvel after seeing Yi-Lin's actions. Sakura had never thought that Yi-Lin could be so powerful. You must know that Yi-Lin used to keep back moves in every fight before. In order to prevent the enemy from being too early, he had to understand his own strength. Advertisement now that Yi-Lin has shown his own skills, little Sakura has seen it, and he has never seen such a neat battle. 0. Ask for flowers. At this time, all the auras emanating from Sasuke's body also dissipated, and Sasuke gradually stabilized. Little Sakura quickly helped Sasuke to the bed. It was obvious that Sasuke was still unconscious, and he didn't know whether he was awake or fainted. Seeing Sasuke like this, little Sakura was even more worried. Little Sakura had never seen Sasuke out of control before, and he didn't know if it would affect Sasuke's body now. Come here and see if something happens to Sasuke, 9 inches little Sakura said worriedly. Yilin didn't care about the male partner at this time, and hurried to the bed to check Sasuke's body. It seemed that Sasuke was just exhausting too much physical strength, but in fact Yilin knew that it must be because of the spell, so he said the seam affected Sasuke's body. At this time, Yilin was really worried, and quickly asked, Neji, come and see, is there any problem with Sasuke now? Every time Sasuke loses control, he will consume a lot of special police, and sometimes, he may have no strength for several days. And, sometimes, Sasuke's memory will also disappear, which is why Sasuke has always hated himself. Yilin was also very worried when he looked at Sasuke. If Sasuke had any problems because of this incident, it would be bad. Thinking of this, Yilin also hated the person who made the spell. If this person hadn't made the spell, how could there be so many things? Chapter 348 The Next Journey, end of the book. But soon, Yilin, who was helping Sasuke with his treatment, found something interesting. That is, although the power of the spell far exceeded his expectations, it did have an unknowable effect on Sasuke. But at the same time, the spell seemed to activate some kind of strange energy in Sasuke. That energy is definitely not Chara, who originally belonged to Sao's own help. After all, this energy is too powerful, and Yilin is shocked. In fact, there are really not many things in the entire ninja world that can shock Yilin. So Yilin, 563, locked the source of this energy almost instantly. The power of Indra and Sage of 6 Paths? No, not quite. Yilin is very clear that Sasuke, as the reincarnation of this generation of Indra, should have some of the power of Indra and Sage of 6 Paths. Or to be more precise, the power belonging to the Otsutsugi clan. But even so, it shouldn't be so powerful. After all, in the Otsutsugi clan, Yilin doesn't see each and every one of them in darkness. Whether it is Kagaya, Wangchen or Buddha, the energy intensity is the same. With the current strength of Yilin, it is not difficult to kill them, but at least it is not difficult to face them head on. Even the Kagaya after taking the Zarera fruit is not as good as the energy in Sasuke now. Now, with the energy in Sasuke's body, Yilin even felt that it was hard to swallow. However, this energy is extremely stable and deeply hidden. If it weren't for his special induction method, I'm afraid he wouldn't be able to find it. Is it? Advertisement? So Yilin had an incredible, but reasonable guess. The protagonist's halo is actually real. That's right, the protagonist's halo. Sasuke and Naruto are the original protagonists of this world. And now the world is messed up by Yilin, but the plot is absolutely chaotic. Under such circumstances, the two protagonists also seem to have signs of disappearing from the crowd. At least they don't exist as absolute protagonists like the original plot. Under such circumstances, such a strong energy suddenly appeared in Sasuke's body, and Yilin could only think of one explanation. That is the world itself, exerting force. It gives Sasuke the energy to get the plot right. In other words, it is the so-called plot-binding force. Yilin has no doubt that once Sasuke adapts to the energy of Master, his power will instantly climb to an unimaginable level. Then if Naruto is given similar power, then the two are likely to still develop into the end-killing showdown plot in the original book in the follow-up. This is the binding force of the plot, and I am afraid it is also the world's stress response to Yilin, an outsider. But, unfortunately, at present, it seems that the world itself only has the instinct to restore the plot, and there is no real wisdom. Yilin smiled. I will accept this energy with a smile. Advertisement with a complicated existence, he can easily absorb any energy as a resource for his own extraction of puppets. And now, here are the resources delivered to your door. So Yilin easily used the traditional method to absorb the energy from the world in Sasuke's body. Then, puppet extraction. Congratulations to host for getting EXXXXXXX puppet Pengu. There was almost no sign, and Yilin could feel that his consciousness had come to the distant sky. He incarnated into a puppet that was so huge that it was difficult to describe in words, almost bigger than the entire universe. This is the latest puppet 2.6 puppet he has drawn, 1 Pengu God tier. The stars are like dust in his eyes, and the world is like a toy. So Yilin smiled. Although it was very sudden, he knew that he was already invincible. The Otsutsugi clan, which had to be taken care of before, could be wiped out with a wave of hands. He can even easily see the heavens and the world beyond the endless world. So, he has lost interest in the world of Hokage. Then, let's start the next journey. End of the book.